I'm solely convinced that this is the coolest lamp in existence. Got it for $10 at Goodwill. Would have been great for lighting up the green screen, but I don't have any real plans for using the green screen anytime soon until vlogging starts up again on a regular basis, which is probably going to be not for too long, because as of right now my room is a total wreck. So I guess hooray for production values going further and further out the proverbial window. This picture I've been meaning to show you guys for the past while. Didn't get around to making a video about it, but no, I got this framed, and that's the picture. I was actually really happy with how this turned out once I got it in the frame. I got a new Canon Pixma printer, and that's actually makes some beautiful matte prints. I don't like high gloss paper that you get from Kodak. I prefer the more matte style, not cheap photo paper, but good matte photo paper. You just can't beat it. I also got this awesome Corsair K40 keyboard. It glows different colors. I actually have it set to pink right now just because it can glow tons of different colors. Pretty much 68 million they advertise different colors and combinations. Absolutely love that keyboard. That is something you cannot find on Mac. But anyway, topic of today's video is actually this Rolodex Electronics. Picked this up new a while back. This is the Rolodex Electronics, just PDA. It doesn't really say much about it. Nothing too fancy was written on it except for a production date of around 2004, 2005-ish. In general, it's pretty crap. It's a newer PDA than you would find on most Palms. So the way that they made this was a lot crappier. They just didn't care, and as you saw, it didn't come in a nice box like other PDAs. They just didn't care. It didn't even come in that like anti-human packaging, as I recall. It just came in some paper packaging. I'm going to be going over the feature list. I just got to get the camera up on the tripod, and then I'm going to be showing you guys what this old PDA could do. So here we have the PDA. This comes with the cheapest stylus you will ever find on a PDA. It's nothing like the Palm Pilots of the day. This was a later PDA, so you kind of got to forgive it, but the stylus feels cheap. The entire build quality of it feels extremely cheap. It runs off of those little coin batteries that you would put typically into a watch, and they seem to last quite a while because there's absolutely no backlight built into the thing. My guess would be to conserve battery. There's no real syncing. It can sync, but it was beta at the time, and you have to buy a sync cable, which I don't even think they made. But from what I heard is that Franklin only intended for this to be really synced with Windows Millennium Edition. And no, I'm not even kidding. That's the kind of PDA we're dealing with here. It has a calculator and a US dollar to euro calculator on it. Percentage, and you can calculate a lot of things actually. And then there's the basic. How many digits is that? It's got a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got a 10-digit calculator built into this terrible screen in the system. I'm gonna see if I can focus a bit better on the screen so maybe you guys can get a better view, but no, that's not quite doing it. There we are. That's the best focus I can get. Believe me, this screen is terrible even through my eyes. And of course it was manufactured in New York, so it auto adjusts around 2004 in New York. Friday. I recently reset this just cause. And then it has the most asinine game you will ever play. You would have to be so sadistic. This game, for me at least, is torture. It's keyboard whiz, but it's with this terrible screen. And basically the game is, as letters come down the screen, they stack up. And it just drives me mad after a while. And I just find little to no entertainment in this. I don't know. It just seems a bit torture to me. It's the kind of game you would play in school, but anyway. And then it's got the note thing. So I can like, hi, YouTube. And it's got a very inaccurate keyboard, as you can tell. But anyway, that's pretty much all the features, to be honest. This was not the kind of PDA. It's not like a Palm Pilot, no backlight. syncing pretty much is a myth with these Franklin PDAs. Especially, I couldn't even find a sync cable anywhere really. They're made by Rolodex Electronics or whatever. Either that or Franklin, I don't know. It's a bit of a low-end PDA that you could buy at Walmart back in the day. I picked it up for $3. I'm not too disappointed in my purchase. I kind of got what I expected. If you're going to be using a PDA, I know there are people who use the PDA still. They just find it easy to keep organized. They don't need all the fancy features of a smartphone of today. I know there was a point in my life to where I considered using a PDA. I would not recommend anything really this cheap. If you're going to get a PDA, I would recommend getting a high-end Palm Pilot, but at this point, yeah, it's a bit redundant even talking about these things. But you, the people of YouTube, wanted me to make a video, so that's what I did. So I'll see you guys next video, and until then, kick it.